So that even though the decision itself had no immediate effect on you, is it fair to say that it sort of tilted you toward the participation in a movement you did not even know was about to occur?
Oh, that's exactly right. I mean, you're absolutely right. Even for my parents, we all are influenced by our parents, and my parents before Brown wouldn't have thought about the possibility. My parents were always wanting the best. My mother actually led a protest in 1948 for the equalization of teacher salaries in Jefferson County, Alabama.
All right.
She was very proud of that, and they fired her. She was such a good teacher, though. Shortly after that, the Birmingham City Schools picked her up. But she was always proud of the fact she led that fight, and she was always saying, just how do we get to the point where teachers who are all teaching children the same material will be paid the same amount of money? It's hard for people to believe that there was a substantially lower salary range for colored teachers than for white teachers. So they were aware of the injustice, and had worked in their own ways to make a difference.
So what did she do to protest this?
They had, literally, as she told me, I'll never forget, she had a group of them that wanted to speak to the Board of Education at that time, and she was the spokesman. And my mother was always comfortable speaking up and out.
Right.
And she was, as she said, she was young and smart and dumb at the same time. And never knew they would fire as a result, but they did. But she always knew she had done the right thing, and it did bring the matter to the attention. So we were always listening. I was always listening to my parents talk about these issues and reading the paper. And so, probably when I was 5 or 6, I remember Brown because they were saying he still wouldn't have the chance to go somewhere else. And I actually went to her school. And the point was, how do we supplement the education? How do we make sure he has the books he needs? And most important, it seems to me, as I recall, she and he were always talking about what kind of college would I attend. And quite frankly, they always said Morehouse, which is where I didn't go, but this is what they
Hampton is an excellent school.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I know so. They just thought it was so far up north. You see, everything is relative. To them, Virginia was way up north when you live in Birmingham.
Right, and Atlanta and Morehouse close by.
And Dr. Mays.
Right.
Dr. Mays. Everybody thought about Dr. Mays. And you want your son to be influenced by Dr. Mays.
Indeed.
So, very much so.